Hey, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. Today we are going to talk all about garden seeds. Yes, it is time to order your garden seeds. I have lots to tell you about. If you're a prepper, you definitely want to stay tuned for this one. If you're a gardener, you want to stay tuned for this one. And I've got a coupon code to share with you all. Stay with me now. Thank you so much for staying with me. So welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. This is a channel where we talk about all things gardening, prepping. We talk about the fiat currency, silver and gold versus the, fiat dollar, financial preparedness, foraging for wilderness survival, medicinal plants, all topics of preparedness. If this is your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing down below. We would love to have you. I drop content at least twice a week. If you're returning to the channel, please consider dropping a like. I really do appreciate it. Let's do a comment of the day. Comment of the day, have you ordered your garden seeds yet? And if not, why not? All right, let's get into the garden seeds. Oh my gosh, I love this time of year. It is so exciting. Get outside, cleaning out the garden, getting it ready, prepping your area. But come on, is there anything more fun than ordering your garden seed? One company that I absolutely am going to recommend is Pinetree Garden Seeds. Okay, Pinetree Garden Seeds I've been working with for over 11 years. I've been using them in my garden and I have had fantastic results. Their seeds have very high viability. They are very, very affordable and you will not be disappointed. Their website for Pinetree Garden Seeds is www.superseeds.com. If you go over there, what I want you to do is when you're doing your checkout, if you have over $20, enter promo code SARGE10 as your coupon code at the end. That will get you 10% off any order $20 or more. SARGE10, all caps at the end, all right? So I just did my order with Pinetree Garden Seeds for 2021. I'm gonna show you what I got. I'm gonna tell you some recommendations as a prepper today of some of the vegetables that I think you should be growing. And we're gonna be talking more about this as time goes on, but here's what I want you to know right now. Because of what happened last year with the you-know-what that we can't talk about, the certain health crisis, let's say that. If you're not a content creator, you might not know this, but YouTube doesn't like certain words, and if you use certain words, it can detect them and it will suppress you in the algorithm, right? So let's talk about the health crisis that we had in 2020. And a lot of people wanted to take up gardening, but because of social distancing, things like that, they didn't get out. This year, with this health crisis carrying on into 2021, the demand is much, much, much higher than the seed companies have seen in years past, okay? And I know that for a fact because I talked to these companies, okay? Order your seeds now, please. If you're doing it by seed, order now because selection is going to get limited based on the demand right now, okay? That's the best way I can say that, okay? So Pinetree Garden Seeds is who I do my ordering from. Let's open up my box here. Let's see what I got, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about, especially from a prepper standpoint, what I want you to be thinking about growing. I tell you what, when you get your bulk seeds in, it's like Christmas morning. It is such an awesome feeling. Okay, I got a lot of seeds here, but I'm a prepper. I'm not gonna grow every single thing in this stack this year. And what you also need to know is because I saved seeds from my previous crop, everything that I need for my garden isn't here. Like I already have some seeds, right? So this is, some of these are gonna be planted this year, and some of them I just put into my own personal seed bank, right? As a prepper, we're always thinking about what if the supply chain is disrupted, right? So there's certain ones that I just like to have on hand all the time in case things got really bad. And you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're a prepper, you know what I'm talking about. We always want to be thinking about our food self-sufficiency. We always want to be thinking about long-term. All right, so some of these here, let's take a look. So green pea shoots. Now, if you watched my goals video that I put out at the beginning of January, one of the things I said in there is that I was going to try to experiment with some sprouting and learned that skill. So some of these here, like the green pea shoots, that's what that's going to be for. And if you're not familiar with sprouting, it's basically you're growing you're just sprouting the seeds and you eat that, okay? And it's got loaded with nutrients. You can use it in salads, you can use it in sandwiches, and it tastes really good. Some people make shakes out of them. I don't get into that, but hey, if that's your thing, that's awesome, you know? And there's different ways to do this. So when we get to doing this, I will do some videos on this, I promise. All right, same thing with this one. This is kale sprouting seeds, okay? Broccoli sprouting seeds. All right, this is one of the lettuces that I like to grow, and I've talked about this in other videos, the Pinetree Garden Seeds Black-Seeded Simpson, okay? This is a cut and come again type lettuce. What that means is that you start it, when it gets big enough to harvest, you don't take all of it. You take maybe a third of the plant and it'll keep growing. And then you can cut another third of the plant. So you'll actually get multiple harvests off the Black-Seeded Simpson. I love this lettuce. Put this in your basket. This one in your basket. All right, sunflower seeds. I'm not sure if I'm gonna grow these or not this year. If you watch my friend Anthony at Palmetto Prepared, he talked about, you know, the oils, and if you know what ever hit the you know what, you want to have some different sources of fatty oils. And I realized that my stock of sunflower seeds is like really old, like more than 8 years old. So the viability on those has probably gone way down. I figured I'm just going to restock this and a couple other sunflower seeds, and I may or may not grow them this year, we'll see, but I like having this on hand for the fatty oils. All right, more of the microgreens. We got some basil. All right, so this one here, I do usually grow a little bit of wild tobacco. I am not a smoker. I also don't chew tobacco. I like the smell of it. I like the look of it. And it's just one of those things, like if I grow it, I grow it, and I can always trade it or give it away to somebody that I know that does use it. Okay, I always keep dill on hand. I usually can get some volunteer dill because it tends to reseed itself, but I like to keep it on hand. Dill is an herb that I use frequently. We love it on potatoes, so that's always going to be in my garden. Okay, I just got some more black-seeded Simpson. I guess I forgot that I'd ordered 2 of those. All right, this is another one of those medicinal plants that I can't really go into it in this video. Maybe we can go into it sometime later this summer. But some feverfew, right? For now, if you need more information on that, you can research that one. And I got 2 of those. All right, sometimes I throw in a wild card in there just to like experiment with something new. So I got some tomatillo, pineapple tomatillo. We'll see how that does. Okay, these next 2, I always have this on hand because this is one of my staple crops. I always grow ancho poblano peppers, and I have seed on stock. So this is just to kind of back up what I got. I always like to keep this one on hand, and it grows very well on my property, and I love the taste of ancho poblanos. They're not super hot. They have just a little bit of like smoky heat. So if you've never grown these before, give them a try. All right, this one I'm definitely not growing this year. Corn is a space issue for my property, but I like to, this is one of those things as a prepper, you probably should have a little bit of corn in your seed stock, just in case you know what hits you know what. Okay, I just got a different variety of the sunflowers for the same reasons I said before. It's just one of those ones I like to keep on hand for the fatty oils. This is a new variety for me this year. I've never grown this one before, so we might just experiment with it and see how it does. Okay, different variety of the sunflowers, and one more variety of the sunflower. That's gonna be it for today. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.